So in this question, we are given 5 restaurants, R1, R2, R3, R5, which give integer ratings to 5 gig workers, and the name of the workers are given as this on a scale of 1 to 5. The means of ratings given by R1, R2, R3, R5 is 2, 3.4, 2.2, 3.8, and so on and so forth. So, like I advise students while solving the question, they should keep on analyzing the data and what all they're going to understand while reading this data. Okay, so what all inferences again. So once I get to know the means of ratings, I automatically get to know the total sum of ratings that were given by each of them, because I know they have given 5 ratings each. So R1 has given a total of 17, R2 has given a total of 11, this person has given 19. I'm getting this by multiplying by 5, right? 2.8 is 14. So this is 19, sorry, and this should be 14. And R5 gave a rating of 70. So I'm just reading it. This is what I get to know. The total rating given R1. The summary of statistics. Now, statistics are given below for the workers. Similarly, so I know Ullas again has a mean rating of 2.2, which means the total would be again 11. For Vasu, it would be 19. For Waman, it would be 17. For this person, 18. And for Yusuf, it is 13. Now, this is what mean means. Okay, so they also have given us median rating. Now, for those who do not know what median is the middle value, or that value in which all the readings are split into two equal parts. Now, so if there are odd number of ratings, then the middle value would become the median in the ascending or descending order, or in the other case, if in case they're even, then it is the central point of the two central values. Since we have only odd, then obviously the middle value is there. So basically what it says is that 2, 4, 4, 4, and 3, basically it says that Ullas got 2 as the median rating, and 2 was the central value. That means there were 2 smaller values than 2, smaller or equivalent to 2, and there were 2 greater than or equal to 2, there were 2 values. Similarly, for Vasu, it was 4, 4, 4, and 3. So this is what we get to know. For modal, okay, so for modal means the highest frequency occurring value, which is the one that occurs the most. Since there are 5, and the modal rating is given as 2, so I can say there were at least 2 2s, because other ratings would have been 1 anyway. So the which is occurring the most often is 2. So I'll say there are at least 2 2s, there are at least 2 4s, there are at least 2 5s, and 2 5s for Xavier, at least, and 1 and 4. So that this actually means, I mean, there are at least 2 1s and 2 4s, and in this case very simple, because there are 5 ratings only, so there are 2 1s and 2 4s. Third rating we get to know. Then it gives us something called range of rating. Range of rating is defined as the difference between the maximum and minimum rating. That means the range of rating is the difference between the minimum and maximum rating the person's got. And so minimum and maximum in totality, in the universal case, would be 1 to 5, would be 4. That means this person, Waman, definitely got 1, 1, and 1 as 5. And minimum would be 1 and 5. For this, the minimum could be 1 and 4 or 2 and 5. For minimum, this would be 1 and 4 and 2 and 5, and minimum for this would be 1 and 4 and 2 and 5. Okay, is that clear? Right. So I know. So this is what I get to know. The following is partial distribution of ratings of 1 and 5 ordered by restaurants to the workers. So you're getting some ratings, everything. So in this question, if you look at it carefully, so I get to know these scores. By looking at this data, I need to make 11. I should be able to create the ratings that Ullas got from R1, R2, R3, R4, and R5. Maybe not in that. I'll need to determine the order late, actually, but I'll get to know what is happening. Okay, and 3 is there. So in fact, if you look at Yusuf, for example, Yusuf seems to be the simplest. There are 2 1s, 2 4s, and a median is 3, that this value has to be 3. I should have read it at that time only. I'm sorry, I missed it. I should have read it at that time only. Okay, so remember, while reading a DILR question, it is important to interpret as you go on reading. It saves a lot of time and makes a lot of sense otherwise. Okay, so what I'll now do is, let me just make a table and see what all things I can do. So I will make a table for, let's say, so I have, let's say, Ullas, U, V, W, X, and Y. Right? And then I have, what do I have? I have the restaurants are giving them rating. The rest of the given rating are R1, R2, R3, R4, and R5. Okay. And I know Ullas's total. Okay, so Yusuf, I know Yusuf's total is how much? It's 13, and it is made of 1, 1, 3, 4, and 4. So this is how Yusuf's score is made. I know from here. Now let's look at Ullas's. Ullas's total 11. So in Ullas, I have a model of, so I have a, so there should be a 2. This is the middle value. Then obviously there's another 2 because it is the model also. The range is 3, then the range could be either 1 and 4 or 2 and 5. So let's have a look. So I have Ullas, I have to make 11. With two numbers, I have made 2 already. I need to make a 7 using 3 numbers now. I have to make a 7 using 3 numbers. And to do that, there's only one way, which is 1, 2, and 4. So this will be 1, 2, 2, and 4. So this is 1, 2, 2, and 4 for Ullas. Right? This is how I get this. So it adds up to 11. It adds up to 11. So it is 11. Now let us look at, okay, so where the range is 5, I know it's already 1 and 5. So Waman, it will become easier. Total has to be 17. Modal is this thing. Yeah. So no, let's go follow it order-wise. So let's look at Vasu. So Vasu, the median is 4. I know there'll be a 4 there, definitely. For Vasu, there's a 4 there. And then the modal is also 4. That means there'll be at least 2 4s. So I made it as 2 4s. The range is 3, so it could be 2 and 5, and it could be so 1 and 4. Let's have a look. I have to make 19. I need to make 11. I need to make 11 with 3 numbers. So if I take 1 and 4 as the range, then the next number would have to be 6. So 1 and 4 is not a possibility. That means 2 and 5 is the range. So it will be 2 and 5, 4 and 5, and this should add up to 19. Yes, it does. So this 2, 4, 4, 4, 5, it adds up to 19. So this is what the Vasu's thing is. Let's look at Waman. Waman again has a median rating of 4, so he should have a 4, and he already has a 1 and 5 because this range is 5, 4. So it's already, and modal is 5. Oh, so that means it has 2 5s. There is 1. There is a 4 in the middle. Now this should add up to form 17. It forms 15. So this is 2. Yeah. So this is done. So this is how Waman got his score. He got a 1, 2, 4, and 5 as rating. Let's look at Xavier's rating. It is 18. Again 1 and 5. So again the median rating is given as 4. So I just write it slightly on the top. So I write 4 here. And I need to just slightly congested. Maybe I could have spread it, but that's how I've written it now. So it's 4 here, and modal is 5. That means at least 2 5s are there. Range is this. I already have a 1, and this is adding to form what? This is forming 15 again, and I need to make an 18. So this is 1, 3, 4, 5. Oh, very good. So I know everything that these people have got. All right. Now let's look at the rest of data. Once validating this, I've got all of this information out here. Let's look at this. R1 awarded a rating of 5 to W Waman. So I say R1 gave 5 to Waman. So I get a 5 here. Okay. And R2 gave to Xavier a rating of 5. So I have a partial rating of 1 and 5. So I have ratings about 1 and 5 that are available to me. Then just these two will have 5s. First, so this is 5 the rating, 5 to Waman, 5 to Xavier from R2. So let me just draw this line so that I don't get confused. So this is the 5 for Xavier by R2. Then R3, so I'm at R3. R3 is gone given to Waman and Xavier, another 5 and 5 each. So I draw this line, so I get to know who's doing what. So there's a 5 here, and there's a 5 here. So I get it. And R5 gave to Vasu. So Vasu is here, R5. So I need to just finish this line off. For R5, I'll draw this line and I put a 5 here. So I've got all these 5s out here. Now say R1 awarded rating of 1 to Ullas. So I put a 1 for Ullas here. As did R2 to Waman. So R2 gave what to Waman? R2 gave 1 to Waman. So R2, 1 to 1. And 1 to Yusuf also, 1 to Yusuf. So R2 is done. R3 is here. R3 is given 1 to Yusuf. So I did. So I've captured this data now. So let's check. So Ullas, so I know he's got 1, 2, 2, and 4. So just check. So he had 1, 1. So this 1 is not there anymore. I need not worry about this. Then I look at Waman, this 5 is gone, this 5 is not to be considered, two fives are gone, so this 5 is not to be considered, this 5 is not to be considered, and this 1 is to not to be considered. So then I have 2 and 4 here. So in this case, again the two fives are gone, and in this case, two ones are gone. Yeah. So this is all that I have with me right now. Also for R1, okay, so I need to look at this data that I kept here. So R1 has given a total rating of 17. So this sum should be equal to 17. This is what I get to know. This sum should be equal to 11. Okay, and this is equal to, so this is not written well. This is 3.8, this is 19. Okay, and this is 14, and this is 17. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so we have some information here in front of us. So we have this sum is coming out to be, so let's look at some numbers. Okay, so this number, so R3 is 11 and 19. Let's look at 19 is a good number because all of a sudden I see that they have 5, 5 and 1, and this is 19. I need 8 more. So 8 can be made with 3 and 5, but I don't think I have any 5s left. So it can be made with two 4s only. So that means I will put a 4 here and a 4 here, which means this 4 is gone and 1 4 from here is also gone. So now if I look at this thing from Ullas, I'm only left with 2. So that means this is a 2, this is a 2, this is more like Sudoku, knowing what to fill. So we're just filling it up now. Okay, and I had done 4 and 5 here, and this is that. So let's look at some more numbers. Oh, so I've got 4. This is 11. I've already got 4 filled here in this line. So I get what? I get 1, 5, 1, and I get a 2, which adds up to make it 9. So this has to be a 2. The minute I make it 2, this 2 also goes. And if this 2 goes, I'm only left with 4. That means this is also 4. And this is also 4. So that means this entire thing is gone, and this has been taken into. I'm like 515, 511 and everything. Now let's see what else can I do. So I need to make a 17 here, and my sum here right now is 10. I need to make a 7. I can make it 3 and 4. Fine. Okay. And so this is 17 here. Okay. So what is this thing? So I'm left with 3 and 4, and I've uh, 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 1, 3. Okay, if one, so one is cut here. The one is not there. So the one, how come I not use this one? I've used all the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4 ones are there, and 1, 2, 3, 4 ones are there. The information one is there. So why this one still so? Okay, so I don't know who has given this. There's a one here which is extra, which is still there. So there's 5. So the 4 ones, there's another partial information. So there's one left. So let's say where we can put this one now. So I can't put a 1 here, obviously, because this will not make it 17. Oh, yes, good. So I can't put a 1 here. Can I put a 1 here? If it makes it 9, then I need a 4 and 5, but I'm not. So I can't put 1 here. So the only place I can put a 1 is here only. So this 1 is also gone. And once this 1 is gone, I can't put a 1 here. Good. So that makes it, so I can't have a 1 here. Okay, and now I need to make this 14. So this is already 7, and I can't, that means I can't put a 2 here, I mean, I put a 4 here, and this has to be 3 because 2 and I don't have any 5s left. So this 2 should come here. So this is also complete. Okay, so now this much is done. Now let's have a look at 5, 5, 1. So this makes it, so 5, 5, 1. So I have 3 and 4 which I need to play with. No, this 3 also goes, so left with 2 4s only. So this should be 4. This 3 is there, gone there. So this should be 4, and this should be 4. So this is 4, then this is automatically 3, and this is 4. They're all adding up to 17. Just check, this is adding up to 17, and everything is seems okay here. So our table is ready. Now, since our table is ready, now let's try and answer these questions. It says, how many individual cannot be from the above information? The answer is 0. Good. So the answer is 0 for this. Let's look at the next question now. So let me just clear this. So this is the 0. Let me just clear this from here. How many workers did R2 give a rating of 4? So let me go to R2. He's not given any rating. So the answer to this question also 0. So this question is also 0. Yeah. So for this answer this question, the answer is again 0. Let's look at the next question. What rating did R1 give to Xavier? R1 to Xavier gave a rating of 3. So it's here. So the rating is 3. So it's very simple. Once you've got the table, the questions are falling into place. So it's not very complicated once you get the table in place. Okay, right. So let's look at the next question. And what is the median of the ratings given by R3 to 5 to the 5 workers? So let's look at R3's rating 4, 4. Okay, so 4. Because if I arrange them, I get 1, 4, 4, 5, 5. Or median rating given by R3 to 5 workers, the median is 4. So the answer to this question is 4. Pretty simple. Just table making took some time. Yeah. Let's look at the next question. Okay, so the next question is which of the following gave its median rating to exactly among the workers? So median rating means the middle value, the third value, and it should be exactly one, it should occur once. So there should be one middle value. So this is 1. So the middle value in this case is 1, 3, 4. So there are 2 4s, it's not possible. 1, so not, this is also not possible. R2, okay, I need not check everything. Why did I check R1? I don't know. I should, R2 is not possible. Let me look at R5. R5 again not possible. R4, R4 has 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3, 3. So R4 is the person who has given one middle rating, and the answer will be R4. You can check for R3 if you want to, if there's an error, but in this case, so just let me have a look, but R4 is the right answer. Yeah, I can see in R3 also. That's fine. So thank you very much. Hopefully you've understood.